And welcome to episode 2 of the Troublemakers podcast. I'm your host, Nerdy John. Joining me is the British Runner and Falky. How you guys doing today?
Hello. I'm doing pretty okay, keep it on. British, how you doing?
I'm doing well. I am the British Runner. I am the walking contradiction that is, I'm a British man that does not drink tea.
Wait, you don't drink tea?
What? You don't drink tea?
No.
What do you drink instead?
I drink coffee, Coke.
Okay.
And
Okay.
got myself a can of Fanta here. Fruit twist. Yay.
You know what? That's kind of based. I'm not a big Fanta person. Recently we did. There's a
More of a crush guy, honestly.
yeah. There's
Well, we don't have that in this country.
Oh,
What about Fago? You got Fago?
why do we gotta do the Fagel fucking thing? Fucking
Listen,
Fagel.
Fago objectively is the better brand, okay?
I just get Jarritos from the store down the street. That's just what I do. It's always guava, baby. Guava or pineapple.
Okay.
Nerdy, what are we covering today?
Well, guys, we're covering a sexual degenerate from my community. And by my community, I mean the now recording slash like talk on the radio commentary space. Okay, listen. Spurg drama has been very entertaining for the past couple of years. Echo of Tragedies is one of the OGs of Spur commentary. Okay, what this guy would do is he would get into women's DMs, he would sext with them, and then his DMs would get exposed, and he'd be like, "Yeah, that's me," and then he just do it again and again and again.
No shame.
I don't like this guy. This is
neither did I.
This is like a throw them on the pyre kind of moments. Like what are you doing? The commentary pyre must be lit. What?
I know a sacrifice must be made. Okay, Bo Blacks was not enough.
Oh, Bobby, we hardly knew ya.
Well, it's so Echo. One of the defining moments for Echo was when he started sexting a girl named Emmy. Emmy, like a year prior, or not even a year, I think it was a couple months prior, was a victim of a commentary guy by the name of Craig Beckett, who was British.
Yes,
so that's a point against you, British Runner.
I do. I actually used to watch Craig Beckett.
Wait, were you ever in his server? I was in there.
I was not in his server, no. I only watched his channel. Like, some of his videos were a bit like meh, but others was like, okay, this is alright. The thing is though, I used to have a seasonal job, so like for 1 month I didn't touch YouTube, and that was the month he got exposed. So imagine my surprise that after the month I go, okay, I wonder what Craig.
Where's his channel at?
I wonder what it's been up to. Oh,
my favorite YouTuber is gone, guys. Where'd he go?
He was sexy a minor.
Let's look at my subscriptions, and then nothing, just nothing. Yeah. I'm like, oh, did YouTube unsubscribe me from his channel? Okay.
Because that happens sometimes.
And then then I see all of the exposed videos. I'm like, what the fuck is going on here?
Of course, UK is one of those countries where the age consent is 16. She was 17 at the time, but the issue was they were sending explicit messages between each other. So obviously that in turn becomes very much illegal. And I don't know if it's because of trauma or what, but Emmy is a very, or at least was a very sexual person, very sexually open person.
It can happen that trauma creates a hypersexual response that is a potential.
You want to know something funny though? Do you want to know something funny?
Okay.
Like I said to Craig one time, I was like in the comments, I was like, oh, I'm thinking about getting into commentary again, and he was like, no, stay out of it.
Oh, that's just because that moron was fucking bitter because he thought everyone owed him everything.
Yeah. It's quite funny though, isn't it? Like he had that whole thing with Nicholas.
Oh my god, I remember when
I must rub the salt in the wound that I ended up getting a shout out from Nick.
Oh yeah.
Oh Lord.
So back in the day when the Frenemies podcast from H3H3 broke up, I made a video on it. Craig was also working on his like big H3H3 video. Now his video wasn't just of the Frenemies stuff. It was his history overall. But I remember he came to me and was fucking pissed. It's like, you stole my idea. You stole my idea for a video. I was like, nah, bro. If anything, I'm stealing from Turkey Tom because Turkey Tom made a Frenemies video.
Yeah, Frenemies was a real time on the internet, wasn't it?
Oh god, I don't understand why that show was so successful.
Sometimes you just want to. Sometimes, like, I didn't watch it either, but I will say this: is that sometimes you just want to watch a train wreck.
True.
And I think that it was 1 part hope, 2 part demise. That a lot of people were kind of waiting for it to implode, but there was a a decent sizable amount of the audience that was hoping that this would bridge 2 people that are on very opposite sides of the internet from one another together, and obviously
you see,
it didn't work that way, and it tore
that
up a
show
family.
for me. The one I was waiting for it to implode was Leftovers, and I was so happy when it imploded. I was so fucking happy.
Oh, the Leftovers implosion. I have thoughts about, but maybe that'll be a stream for a different day. Or
Right. Anyway. So yeah. Back to Echo. Back to Echo. So recently, boys, this is like his biggest controversy yet. Faugi, would you like to tell the lovely people at home what he decided to do?
Okay, so this fucking asshole, this fucking ignoramus, dumbass piece of shit, thought it'd be a really fucking great idea. Now I want to tell you right now, you're in the VC with the boys. You're all chilling.
The homies.
Listen. Today, I've been playing a little bit of Warhammer, of Space Marine 2 Warhammer. It's been fucking fun. I'm playing with my brothers. We're all having fun together. And some random
serving the Emperor.
Yeah, we're serving the Emperor, and some random dipshit is bored, and you guys are just chilling. And he says that, hey, I've been macking all these girls, shit like that. And he decides to leak their nudes. And you may be thinking to yourself, dear viewer, dear chatter, dear whomever you are, hey, isn't that a crime? Yes, it fucking is. You shouldn't be leaking other people's nudes. And it was into a open Discord server of God knows how many people. And this is what Echo of Tragedy did. He had a crisis of conscience. He probably knew that this eventually would come out. So he messaged the women involved saying something along the lines of, hey, I leaked your nudes in a public Discord call. I really don't know why it happened. I want to apologize for that. I don't know why I did it. I want to apologize. And all these women were like, what a fucking dipshit. Hey, did you hear about this? Yeah, he leaked my shit too. Oh, he just sent them the same message. Oh yeah, because of course
they all fucking talk.
Oh, he sent them the same fucking message.
Oh yeah, copy and paste. Just like inserted, like if it was personal, if it was from Fansly, OnlyFans.
Yes, exactly. And you may be thinking, oh, but for some people it was publicly available NSFW materials, and as well as their OnlyFans or Fansly's. Guess what? That's still under copyright law. He doesn't.
Well, it's a copyright issue. Okay, but Faugi, I want to test British Runner real quick. British Runner, how many girls do you think were involved?
I'm gonna say 10.
Ooh, that's a decent guess. That's a decent guess.
No.
You are under.
20.
Oh, closer. It was about 18, 19, I would say. At least as the ones that have come out as of yet.
Well, it's approximately 20 if you count a box of Twinkies.
And the Jello packets.
Oh God!
That's right, British Runner. This guy fucked Twinkies.
Oh, what?
He filled his own Twinkies, and if I remember the story goes, he also ate said Twinkies and
the Jello.
And the Jello.
I literally thought you were gonna say. Literally thought you was gonna say he sold them to people.
Nope. He fucked his own Twinkies and he would eat his own Twinkies.
Oh no.
He would dig the cream out of the Twinkie, I guess, and fuck it.
Yeah. And guys, okay, his photo's public, so it's okay to show. So I just want to show you guys the
oh god, no, I don't.
the amazing looker that is Echo of Tragedy.
Oh god, this is gonna hurt me. I remember reading this. I covered this when it was first breaking, and I was like, okay, this guy pisses me off because I've had friends who have been. For people who don't know, if you are sharing nudes of private individuals given to you in private confidence, it is considered revenge porn. You really shouldn't be doing it. It is illegal. You don't share those kinds of images. And I've had friends that have been victims of that.
Nah, you really shouldn't.
You really shouldn't be doing that. And I've had friends who are victims of that. So I covered this and was like, oh, this guy's just a piece of shit. And then all this shit came out.
Download, right?
And then all this shit came out. And I was just like, oh, this guy's a fucking freakazoid. Because he also, it would later come out on his alt Twitter, because the man, he tried to run from the internet, that people were looking at his alt Twitter, and he would put every time that he gooned on his Twitter as a running tally every day, or sometimes twice a day. It's fucking bizarre.
Yeah, he was very open about how much of a degenerate he was, and somehow he got a girlfriend from all of this. And he was sharing the girlfriend's nudes with the women he was paying OnlyFans and Fansly for.
Yeah,
this guy was like some of these girls' OnlyFans were very expensive. I believe one girl's OnlyFans was like $500 he was paying for.
Jesus Christ.
Like,
well,
he either has a very good job or he spends his money very poorly.
I mean, it's one of those things where it's like when you see people like this, again, I always say this, right? Sex work is real work, and go get your fucking bag. I will never hate on you for it. But like, this man was just strange, because if I heard correctly, one of the specific OF girls that he was speaking with, or not necessarily speaking with, but was like quote unquote friendly with, or they just tolerated him, he would claim to other people that he was a part of their relationship with
Bunny,
their partner. Yeah, with Bunny and their partner. He
was like, everyone thought it was a joke at first with him, but he was actually very sickly obsessed with Bunny. Now, for those of you guys who don't know, Bunny is actually a very sweet woman. She's very talented. She's been on the broadcast as well as several other podcasts. She's a lovely, lovely woman. I'm happy to call her an online friend, although I have to keep her account muted for reasons. She does clown OF porn and webcam shows.
You know what? Based.
She get her bag clean. The other talking points. But yeah, he was very obsessed with her. Like, this was the most severe of the parasocial relationships. He was just, very, very much a Bunny had to make a statement on the whole matter, explicitly saying he was not part of the relationship in any way, because despite the fact that it's a sex work thing, her and her boyfriend are monogamous, I do believe. Don't quote me on that though.
Listen, there are people who are both monogamous and non-monogamous in sex work. It's not a prerequisite.
Obviously, it's their choice. Either way, point is, Echo was definitely not part of this relationship.
Yes, 100%. 100%. It's fucking Freakazoid wasn't a part of anybody's fucking relationship. I guess his own, but fuck. I feel bad for her.
And I thought it was like IRL. No, it was an on fucking E relationship.
British, can we start an E relationship together where we just, play games?
I don't know about that.
God damn it! I just got fuck.
Damn,
God
the
damn it.
rejection.
God damn.
You're breaking his heart here, homie.
Oh, he did.
I'm sorry.
What
It's
the
okay.
fuck, man?
He doesn't give a fuck about me.
This is how the podcast falls apart because the co-hosts are trying to screw behind the scenes.
Listen. It's the rule of the podcast polycule. It just happens sometimes.
Oh my god. Oh fuck. I thought that only happened to like those fucking LA podcasts. I guess I was wrong.
Listen. If this guy can have an relationship, so can we all. And that's the other thing too. If you listen to this podcast, they're like, oh, I haven't ever got a date. This boy, girl, or NB has never really liked me. I wish someone would like me. Just be fucking normal, and people will like you. This guy shows you
how much you jerk off.
Oh God.
Although.
Oh no.
What if normal to you is being a fucking freak? I mean,
God help you.
I don't think people would like that.
God help you then. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah, what I would say to that is like, listen, it's okay. Freaks find each other. It's okay, but keep the freak with each other. Like, just keep it together.
You guys can match each other's freaks. Just don't involve everyone else in that.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, see, there's a thing with Spurg drama in the side of the community I'm used to is that like everyone gives it like a month or two, they try to crawl back in the community, and they're like, aha, yep, I'm such a loser because I did XYZ, ha ha ha, and they try to crawl their way back into the community, and depending on the Spurg drama, if it's just like a standard freak out, they come back no problem. But I don't know. I feel like Echo's probably gonna have to go under a different name.
I don't think there's going to be any coming back from this. From what I've heard.
You don't think so?
No. I mean, there's the spreading the nudes, but then there's the fucking the Twinkies. I mean, you're done after that. I think.
Yeah, there was a chance around the sharing the nudes, but
no, there was no chance. We disavow this. There was no chance. I'm a disavow this right now. I ain't letting anybody get in trouble for this shit. No, motherfucker ain't coming back. Motherfucker ain't coming back.
Welcome back in the house.
Yeah, welcome back in the house. If this motherfucker comes back, I'll find him.
If I ever get cancelled, I'll just do what Star Wars Furry does, just turns into an anti-woke channel.
Oh, no, Lord.
There you go. That way you can really
you can do that, or you can completely fake your entire identity to be anti-woke for God knows what reason, maybe some money one day. By
the way, what was funny is so right before he suspended he deactivated his Twitter account, he did the fucking blank profile thing. He did that on the Twitter and his YouTube channel. And it said unnamed.
Can I listen? I'm gonna say this.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gay, right? That's just like, what are you doing? Like what are you doing? That's the most like prissy bitch shit I've seen in my entire life. I hate when people do that. They're like, oh, here's the thing. I'm gonna be a little prissy bitch and I'm gonna like block out my account. Ooh, like I'm so sad. Like look how bitch, just grow a pair.
Time to post the sad anime gifs.
like please just grow a pair and do something. Like take your lumps and fucking leave the internet. And then you could suspend your fucking main account and your YouTube channel, but for some reason you're still posting on your fucking locked Gooner account being like, yeah, it probably wasn't the best idea, but gooning. And I'm like, huh?
By the way, okay, can we just agree it's all kind of gay to just like being a VC and just fucking look at nudes together? Because someone in that call's holding their dick in their hands, right?
It is the community Gooned is weird.
I've never heard of porn co-op Okay.
Go
Oh my
porn.
god. It is fuck me. Yeah,
That's weird. That's really weird.
chat sometimes
Just imagine, just imagine at the weekend going to your friend's house just to go and watch porn and drink beers together.
listen,
Oh, that's
porn
what
is
you do to
not
homies.
porn is not couch co-op. Please, no, I don't need that right now. That's an image I don't need in my brain. Oh,
Oh, and you know what's funny? Well, I'll tell you what was funny though is like all the people he was fucking like gooning to the images with. They were like, blah, 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 I didn't, but it was him who did everything. But like, you still looked at it. You still looked at it and didn't say anything.
so I guess my question is like, do we know the other people who were in
Oh
that
yes, they've
chat?
all been revealed.
Oh goddamn! Good for y'all. For
Yeah,
if you guys are listening, y'all, this is your boy. You should have fucking dimed him out immediately. Listen, sometimes it's okay to snitch when like the shit is really bad.
So that way you save your ass.
Not even just that. It's like my whole thing is this, right? When it comes to a situation like this, I always use this story, and this is a personal experience story, and I always feel bad about this. I was in high school. I was a freshman in high school. I was on the football team. A freshman, so for those who don't know, in the U.S., a freshman is about 13, 14, given your age. And so there was a young girl in my class. She was a freshman dating a junior. So the age disparity is between about 13, 14 to about 16, 17, depending if they're an older junior or if they were held back at a time. So they were sleeping together and she had sent him nudes. And he disseminated those nudes to the football team. The freshmen were definitely not a part of that, but we heard about it because she would never make it to the first day of class. And this is because her private area was referred to as a deli meat. And that fucking
Goddamn.
And that shit tortured that girl for her high school career. And I always think about that being like, you were, to the people in that VC, if you were friends with any of those people and didn't tell them the fuck what was happening, that's on you. You deserve the fucking whippings that you're getting because that's on you. It's not just saving your ass. It's being a considerate person to those that you're seeing in compromised positions. Listen, if you buy your friend's OF page, and that's fine. I've supported friends throughout the years with their OFs and Fansly's pages. I've never touched them. I've just supported them because hey, they're my friends.
Sure. You never peeked.
No, not really. It's weird. It's like, to me, it's always been like, these are my friends. This is just a way of donating to them.
So like so like, well, unfortunately I'm not in like a financial position right now to really donate to people's streams really, but like I support my friends however I can. I tell them when it comes to the few friends I have that do OnlyFans stuff, it's like you go do your thing, girl. I don't know. Like I'm never like I don't know. Like you said, it's a friend. It kind of feels weird to like know they look like naked.
Yeah.
Especially when you're not attracted to that friend. So I'm just like, I'm not gonna pay for it.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
It's no diss against them. It's just not my thing.
But also, supporting them monetarily is the same thing like with a Patreon or other things like that. That's why you do see a lot of OF creators diversify their market and have a safe for work page and as well as a non-safe for work page.
Usually a lot of cosplayers do that.
Yeah, because a lot of, they do know that some people want to support them, but don't care for that side of it. That's totally fine. And for the people that do care for it, more power to you. But again, dumbasses in the fucking VC, some of those people's nudes don't have a fucking page, right? You know that as well as me. And this is not to single out anybody, right? But private individuals, are you serious?
No, that's extremely fucked, right?
Like the OF stuff is still fucked. Don't get me wrong, but these are private individuals' messages and images. And if it was his girlfriend, why do you guys know what his girlfriend looks naked?
Yeah, and it wasn't just his girlfriend. There was like a couple other girls he was sexting that wasn't like an OnlyFans type thing.
Yeah.
So like, okay, not to be cringe, right? But like, obviously, if you're in a situation where you're sexting someone, hypothetically speaking, you trust them enough to share parts of your body, right? So there is trust given to you when a girl or a guy, whatever floats your boat, sends you explicit images, right? And
there's a social contract.
Those are sent to you within the reasonable thing that this is just something between you two. And then there's fucking like Echo McGee here just being like, yo guys, look at this, I got this girl's nudes. Look at this, guys, look at this. Are they cool, guys? You guys think I'm cool, right? Because I got this girl's nudes? Guys, you think I'm cool, right?
Oh my god. Ay, ay, ay. Yeah, no, it is just one of those things where it's like, this has always been the thing for me personally. I understand the Spurt community a little bit. I'm not super deep into it, but it's always one of those things where it's like this. Sometimes quitting the internet is the best thing for you. You know, British and I know this. Recently, someone who was one of the topics of British Runners videos, as well as some of the coverage that we did on our streams.
My favorite creator
at the Op Block, we looked at this guy named Scarlet Reaper. This man has faked his death on the internet. He fucking faked his own death, and it's wild for me to say that out loud. Allegedly faked.
I hope he comes back, but like the only difference he changes is like he gives his PFP like a twirly mustache, you know?
Oh my god, I would fucking love it. I would make it myself if I'm being honest.
Oh heck yeah!
But it's like one of those things too where it's like, sometimes just logging off is the safest thing for you. I swear.
Yeah. Oh, especially when it comes to this, man. Echo, my guy, listen, there are some stuff people are willing to like look past. When you're known as a guy who like fucking shared like at least around 20 women's nudes without their permission, yeah, that's not you ain't never coming back from that, buddy.
It's such a weird. Yeah, like obviously it's criminal.
Like, it's almost like taking pictures of women in the gym, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, very creepy. I of course see that. I think this is where we're gonna have an interesting discussion because I kind of have a hot take.
I'm afraid of this fucking hot take.
I blame the community, in particular. I blame the women for letting this creep around. Because it's not like Echo Tragedies was an unknown figure. Everyone knew how much a fucking creep he was. But everyone knew that he would fucking try to sext all the women he could.
No.
I had friends who allowed him to be in their DMs, and they told me about how he would like try to be creepy towards them. And every time they would playfully say no.
But here's the thing, like, do these girls ever think that he would ever do something like this? Like,
well, you see, I operate under a creep will do whatever he can to get sexual gratification. So like, I don't know.
But I'm just saying,
like, I couldn't tell, like, I couldn't tell you specifically that he was gonna do this, but like, I could guess he was going to do something similar.
I don't think. Listen, you can't blame the women in this scenario. I vehemently disagree with that. And the reason I
don't necessarily blame the women that he was being paid.
No. But even those who may or may not have known, because a lot of people play up their personas online, and even though his DMs would leak and shit like that, there was no knowledge of him leaking other private people's information and NSFW materials. from what you're telling us, that's never been a thing. And let's be honest, if he's done it now, he's done it in the past. There's not an isolated incident. He's probably done it.
He's done this several times and gotten away with it before.
Yeah, he's 100%. He's 100% sent people's things around. This is just the first time it's coming up.
Yeah.
Right. This is the first, because like you don't feel comfortable enough. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's the thing I have an issue with whenever people like, oh, they were doing this for years and I knew about it. Okay, so why are we only just hearing about it now if you knew about this for years? Like, that's something I have an issue with in other dramas and all that stuff. Specifically in the Star Wars drama that's been going on lately.
Yeah. Oh my lord. Yeah. But that's the thing, British, you bring up a really, really good point. It's like his friends knew for years.
Yeah, so why are we only just
Whoa, I wouldn't okay. So like supposedly that the people in that VC, that was like, for some of them that was like their first time seeing a lot of that. There was one person who was like, yeah, I've seen his girlfriend's nudes before. And of course that person was saying that originally Echo said that his girlfriend was fine with him sharing her nudes around.
Mm-hmm.
But obviously it came out later that he now believes that like the girlfriend never gave any permission for any of this, right? Because there are people like Leia something and Flatley who have been friends with him for probably the longest community, probably about 2 years now. I would, especially Leia, I don't think they definitely did not know specifically that he would do this to be slightly fair to them. But they knew how much of a degenerate gooner he was and kept him around. You can criticize him for that.
Let's be honest, he wasn't doing this around his female friends, right? Like we can. This feels like I want to be part of the bros moment. That's what this feels like to me. Is I want to fit in.
That's why I made that joke. Like, oh, like so cool guys, or like so cool.
No, yeah. And I was about to say, you made that joke. This was very much, and there's a comfortability in it, and there was a lack of empathy in doing that. There's a very clear lack of empathy when somebody takes that extra mile, and that's kind of what British was touching on. It's like there's a clear lack of empathy when you know. And you feel like something's not right, but you kind of let it slide because he's telling you it's okay, but you didn't hear this from the other person, right? And that's always the thing. It's like, this is just like a personal PSA. If someone is sharing something with you that you don't have the direct, express, written permission from the person that should have been sharing it with you, that person shouldn't have shared it with you. It's always a bad move because you yourself are going to get jammed up for bullshit.
It's just best not to engage with that, you know. It's
yeah.
But guys, okay, final thoughts on the Echo drama.
I hope he doesn't come back ever. And if he does come back, I hope he comes back with like constant beratement in every account, knowing who he is. But I really hope he doesn't come back. And to all the women affected, I don't know you guys personally. But I am very, very sorry.
No, yeah. From the bottom of my heart, it sucks that this happened. It sucks that this had to be a topic. Like, okay, me Marie aside, right? For putting down the character, it sucks to see this as a topic of conversation, whether or not you sell your nudes or not. Especially for the women who are not a part of like any sort of like OnlyFans or fancy setup at all, to have your nudes seen and then have it be a topic of conversation on dozens of live streams with thousands of views. I can't imagine how
that must be really embarrassing.
My heart goes out to them, genuinely.
We've seen this go, like we've seen this stuff kind of go like really in like the darkest way possible. Like it kind of reminds me of the story of Amanda Todd, really.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're not wrong.
Yeah, she was manipulated into doing all of that stuff, and then it got spread around, and then she ended up doing the unthinkable.
Yeah.
So, like PSA out there, like just think about that next time you want to spread someone else's nudes around the internet,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Not exactly the best idea.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Thank you for listening to episode 2 of the Troublemakers podcast. I'm your host, Nerdy John.
One of us has got to go. I'll do it. I'm Falgi XE from the Up Block.
I am the British Runner.
And we'll see you on the next episode of Troublemakers podcast. Nerdy John, signing out.